I'm not gonna lie. Being put in a barrel filled with concrete and put perilously close to a body of water may sound like a good weekend. Think I'm gonna stay away though. It's not the first time, and probably, definitely, will certainly won't be the last time that Kentucky and Co have been caught up in some gang warfare, or warfare, or general scuffles. But with a new character trying to gentrify the area, put flowers about the place, make it so much nicer. If this doesn't end in a field of flowers with a stunning backdrop, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. I hope you're in a well-ventilated area, because we're about to watch a great steaming pile of Gintama. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of this one. All I really need to remember is the last 3 syllables, and I'll remember quite a bit of this. It's not quite as memorable as, obviously, Mr. Raindrop. Have I actually not mentioned the giant ship just cruising down the street? Also, is the Shogun still recovering from the last appearance in Gintama? Oh god, was it the haircut episode? And it's about time for Kagura's brother to re-emerge. How is anyone supposed to get any sort of sleep in this world when you got everything that you've seen so far in Gintama? Well, thanks for spoiling how they get out of the concrete. Zombies? Well, not if you crush them with enough force. I like how they're afraid of Odyssey and her almost like non-existent faction. Well, he's not that much of an issue right now. And sometimes peace necessitates violence. How many times have we seen that? You can see that they've definitely got some history. If there's someone there to carry on his kind of legacy. She is dangerous with that face. Is that true? Should anyone be getting hair advice from Gintoki? He kind of just lets it be. Someone, they weren't exactly quiet. How many times has she declared her intentions? Okay. More flowers. And use smaller words. Don't we all? Try to keep things simple and you just blather on for hours. Wow, to destroy your own family for a bit of money, or something at least. Where, where exactly up her sleeve does she keep that sword? Do you really want to know the answer to? Didn't we thought? Okay. It, things are just getting more and more complicated. You're being dragged in further by the second. But didn't Gintoki fight off the Night King, who's really more of an issue? So all you got to do is make it seem as though someone else. Hmm. It's not the first time that Gintoki has taken a dip, has it? Oh, is it? Not if no one finds out. When did he get his arm free? Them's fighting words. Talking about a man's hair. Oh. I mean, that's one way to get him to stop talking. Did we see that? That unfolding? She will. Quick, oh, okay. Hop away. He's that kind of man, isn't he? How many different fights has he been dragged into? And emerged victorious, actually. They've helped them out in the past, they've got some history. No. Aw. There's been things in motion for a while, then, is there? I feel like the line work in the close up for the the close up shots are getting better. That's a good pose. Have you proof that she had? They're not so stupid as to just dive into a war without doing a little bit of information gathering. Is he not going to punish her for mentioning her name? Oh. And I wonder who that is. She's running her mouth a lot. Is he happy with her giving away all of this? She's not doing this to tell the story to them. She's telling it to him. That you left. Oh. How did you get the front one? Good swordsmanship. I'm sure you can tie it back on. Well, leaving doesn't necessitate running away. Wouldn't this say? Wouldn't this be aggression against one of the three? Well, big four. Really? Extortion as well. Blackmail. You have to do what we say now. Are they really going to believe such a suspicious sounding story? Since when does Gintoki use the phone? Just distract them. Are you hungry? Good compromise. Wait. Not everyone can obtain sustenance from diesel. Almost like she was sending you away. He was just dropped out of nowhere. It's another insurance scan. Oh, he lost his bucket. Well, his power has been dropped a little. They wouldn't. This seems like the perfect opportunity to, kill off Odyssey, but at the same point, they wouldn't do that, would they? There's She chose the spot. It's not the first time that they've done this kind of thing to a character. Like the guy from the Shinsengumi, Okita's sister, probably quite a few others. He's giving her a way out, but she's not going to just up and run. He he isn't as completely vicious as is been built out to be so far. If she refuses, his hand is kind of forced. You know when you've got a main character running to the scene. Is it just gonna show an aftermath? I don't do cardio, so I would be much more out of breath than Kentucky. Then again, I'm also not a samurai or trained in any way. Well, he stuck around. If if that was the case, he'd actually try and pay the rent. I don't think you're going to get in another surprise here like that, but fuck me. We've seen kind of like a angry Gintoki before, like with the spider arc, but You see, is it really a good place to be fighting in a graveyard? You're desecrating a lot of graves. Oh. It's not over until he says it is. Well, Gintoki's not the only monster that she's been harbouring, but there is a difference between strength and skill. This is a cool scene. Gintoki just being taken over by probably blind rage. The intensifying rain. Christ, this is good sound design. If you want some. I was going to say, if you want some, you've got to work for it, but he said no. He doesn't think much of these kind of traditions or not. Ah. That is. Well, you're ending it there. Okay. That is devastating. How long? How long was that sequence where it was just pure serious drama? We knew that Odyssey kind of took him in as a. Well, she's kind of a mother figure to quite a few now. Or was. It's a fitting place to have the backstory to Gintoki in Odyssey there, but you can see that I'm a bit rattled. With the chain broken, one of the big four. Oh, there's Blacksmith Girl out of the picture. All through Gintama, one of the driving factors for Gintoki is really protecting others. And, well, he kind of dropped the ball on this one. Not only did he fail in protecting someone that he cared about, it was one that he apparently had Not only a debt, but a pledge. I kind of like Gintoki's thinking there. The dead don't talk, the dead don't eat. Use what you can for the living here and now, but don't forget the past. You can carry on the goals and wishes of those who can't do it themselves. In this case, trying to protect the grandma. If she is gone, who gets the bar? I mean, the obvious choice would be Catherine, but no. Partner? Can you give legal deeds to a robot? Sadaharu would probably do a better job than Gintoki, Kagero, or Shinpachi combined. The world is heading to a messy end. The streets are going to be lined with flowers. I just realised this is the last episode of this week, isn't it? Well, I think you're just going to have to wait to see what comes up next. But in actuality, all of you have probably already seen ahead, so it's only me who's suffering now. And what, is that girl his estranged daughter who's just trying to gain his affection? And is willing to destroy an entire city to do so? If you enjoyed this episode, which might be a strange way to put it, but still, leave a like, maybe even comment down below. Who do you think would be a good boss? Elizabeth? But if you want to make sure not to miss future Gintama, because there was definitely going to be some, subscribe to the channel. Join on to my Discord as well, because any news and notices gets posted there, as well as a lot of crap. See you in the next one. Though I don't feel as though I have earned it, my patrons have decided to help me out. And instead of dango and late payment of rent, all it cost me was most of my dignity. I think that was a fair trade, really. So I need to thank Sal, Raywin, Electricant, Arthia, Dynamite 1997, Shuan, Jennifer Rojas, Mecha, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Dark Shadow 7899, Mats, and everyone else.